Okay, good afternoon, children. Welcome to our math class. This is teacher Ricky, and then in this video lesson, I will be discussing your module number 7, which is division of decimals. Okay, to start, how are you? Are you excited for a fun learning session today? To make our virtual classroom a healthy and productive environment, let's keep this in mind. So, first, the online classroom reminders. Listen carefully to the discussion. Reserve your questions because it will be entertained after the presentation. Make sure that you are muted so that the discussion will not be interrupted. So, for the online etiquette, be on time, be prepared as always, be attentive, be respectful, especially doon sa nagsasalita at nagdi-discuss, and then be safe as always. Okay, so are my 5 golden reminders. Always be a good listener, be responsible, be respectful of others, be kind, polite, and caring. So those are my 4 golden reminders. So in my class, we do our best and support one another as we learn together. So in this video, you will learn. Then we will support you. If you have questions later on, you can or we can discuss it. Okay, so prepare the following: your self-learning modules, pen and paper for solution. Mamaya na gagawin natin. Susundan nyo kung paano ko isi-solve ang mga given problems. Okay, for today's lesson, Module 7, Division of Decimals. So today is October 25. So the objectives of this lesson is you were going to divide whole numbers by decimal up to 2 decimal places and vice versa. And then you were going to divide decimals up to 4 decimal places, dividing by tenths, hundreds, and thousands, and tens, hundreds, and thousands mentally. Okay, so for the activity time, I will be giving you 5 items again. Then you were going to solve each item according to the given operation. Then you can pause the video kung medyo hindi sapat yung oras na ibinigay ko sa inyo. Then you were going to choose between A and B, which one is the correct, and then I'll be showing it with you after ng time. So for item number 1, 81 divided by 9. Is it A, 9, or is it B, 8? So the correct answer is letter A, 9. For item number 2, 123 divided by 15. A, 8.3. B, 8.2. Okay, you can have your ample time. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, 8.2. For item number 3, 726 divided by 6. A, 121. B, 122. Pause the time. The correct answer is A, 121. For item number 4, 428 divided by 8. Is it A, 53.8? B, 53.5? You can pause the time. The correct answer is letter B, 53.5. For the last item, item number 5, 504 divided by 9. Is it A, 56? B, 57? You can pause the video. The correct answer is letter A, 56. So what we do is we divide numbers. Okay. So let's learn these facts about division. Okay. So here are the sign or symbols that you can see. So it tells kung ano yung operation na gagamitin natin. So this is the division sign. Ito, I call it division home. Then ito naman ay fractional bar. 'Di ba sa fraction, makikita nyo itong fractional bar. But this fractional bar implies division. So halimbawa, 76 divided by 2 equals 38. So 76 is what we called dividend. Okay, pag sinabi nating dividend, ito yung number na paghahati-hatiin natin. Divided by 2, ang 2 naman ang tinatawag na divisor. Ito naman nagsasabi kung ilang hati ang gagawin sa dividend. At ang 38 ay tinatawag nating quotient or sa division. Ang sagot sa division ay quotient. Okay, if we will be using this one, division home, alin ang ilalagay natin sa tatlo? 76, 2, or 38? Okay, sa division, ang dividend, yun yung nilalagay natin sa loob ng division home. Kasi yun yung hahatiin natin. Then yung divisor naman yung ilalagay natin sa labas ng division home. Then that's how we write it using the division home. Kasi gagamit tayo mamaya ng long method of division. Okay, next. Okay. In math, long division is a method used for dividing large numbers. So pag large numbers, long division ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So it involves 5 steps. Ano yung 5 steps na yon? First, D stand for divide. Yun unang, pag nag-divide tayo, i-divide muna natin. After that, we have M stand for multiply. After dividing, we will multiply the given quotient to the divisor. S, subtract. B, bring down. And R, repeat. Okay, so these are the 5 steps in long division method. Example, 76 divided by 2 equals 38. 76 divided by 2. Okay, so first, let's divide. Sinong i-divide natin? 7 and 2. So 7 divided by 2, that will be 3. Next, multiply. Alin ang i-multiply natin? 3 times 2 equals 6. Next, subtract. Alin ang isi-subtract natin? 7 minus 6 equals 1. Next, bring down. Alin ang i-bring down natin? Yung next digit, which is 6. So we will bring down 6. Next, repeat. Re-repeat natin to by dividing 16 by 2. Balik tayo doon sa divide. 16 divided by 2 equals 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. 16 minus 16 equals 0. So that's how we divide numbers using the DMSBR steps. Okay, for part 1, magdi-divide tayo ng whole number, ng decimals and vice versa, and dividing decimals by decimals. Okay. Okay, decimal numbers divided by whole numbers. So I have your equation number 1, 18.75 divided by 5. As you can observe, i-divide natin si 18 by 5. So decimals, mixed decimals by whole number. So ang ilalagay natin sa loob ng division home ay si 18.5. Then si 5 ang nasa labas. So ano yung step? Mapapansin ninyo, di-divide natin ay decimal by whole number. So ang unang step, pag nag-divide tayo ng decimal by whole number, ang gagawin natin, bring up the decimal point from its position in the dividend directly above it. Kung nandito yung decimal point, ilalagay natin siya doon. Okay, nandun na siya. So after that, ang next step is divide as in whole number. So i-divide natin itong 18.75 and 5 as whole number na para tayo nagdi-divide ng 1,875 divided by 5 by following the 5 steps. Ano yung 5 steps? D for divide, M multiply, S subtract, B bring down, and R repeat the process. Okay, so let's divide 18 divided by 5 is equal to 3. Then let's multiply 3 times 5 equals 15. Then let's subtract 18 minus 15 equals 3. Then let's bring down. Bring down 7, magiging siyang 37. Then repeat the process going back to divide. Okay, so 37 divided by 5 equals 7. 7 times 5 equals 35. 37 minus 5 equals 2. Then bring down 5. So 25 divided by 5 equals 5. 5 times 5 equals 25. Then 25 minus 25 equals 0. So ganyan tayo. Ito lang yung susundan natin. So the answer is 3.75. Paano naman natin malalaman na tama yung sagot natin? Si 3.75, to check our answer, i-multiply natin si 3.75 sa ginamit nating divisor kanina. So 3.75 divided by 5 equals 5 times 5 equals 25. Bring down 5, carry 2. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 2 equals 37. Bring down 7, carry 3. 3 times 5 equals 15 plus 3 equals 18. So since dalawa ang decimal point dito, decimal places sa given, ang decimal point niya ay nandito din, dalawa din. So our answer is 18.75. Kung mapapansin nyo si 18.75, pag minultiply mo nga yung quotient na nakuha mo sa divisor, dapat itong 18.75 parehas dito. Okay? So that's how we divide decimal numbers by whole number. So let's have another example. Sundan nyo ako. So ipapasok natin sa loob ng ng division home si 322.8 divided by 12. Okay, so labas si 12. Then, anong gagawin sa decimal point? Ang gagawin natin, sabi dyan, kukopyahin lang natin yung decimal point papunta doon sa taas niya. Okay, so nandun na yung decimal point. This time, di-divide na natin siya na parang whole number using the steps. Una, divide. So 32 divided by 12 equals 2. Then sunod ay multiply. 2 times 12 equals 24. Then sunod ay subtract. Okay, so 32 minus 24 equals 8. Sunod ay bring down. Okay, so sunod ay bring down. So bring down 2. So next, repeat the process. Go back to divide. 82 divided by 2 equals 6. 6 times 12 equals 72. 82 minus 72 equals 10. Then bring down ulit yung 8 na natitira doon. Then go back, repeat by dividing the number. 108 divided by 12 equals 9. 9 times 12 is equal to 108. Then subtract 0. So our final answer is 26.9. Again, how do we check if our answer is correct? By multiplying the quotient na nakuha natin sa divisor na ginamit natin kanina. So 9 times 2 is 18, carry 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is equal to 13, bring down 3, carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is equal to 5. Then 9 times 1 is 9, 6 times 1 is 6, 2 times 1 is 2, then add the partial product. Bring down 8, 3 plus 9 is 12, bring down 2, carry 1. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 6 is equal to 12. So bring down 2, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then write the decimal point. So since we have one decimal point, one decimal place, so move natin dito. So magiging dito yung decimal point niya. So kung mapapansin nyo, yung nakuha nating sagot is 322.6. Ito ay kaparehas na to. Therefore, our answer is correct. So that's how we divide decimal numbers divided by whole numbers. Next, let's go to working together. Okay, let's do this one. Get your pen and paper. Then sabayan nyo si sir kung paano gawin. So let's read this one. Ambo buys 8 chocolates for 20 pesos and 56 centavos. How much is one chocolate? So how many chocolates did Ambo buy? 8 chocolates. So what is the cost of the 8 chocolates? It costs 20.56 pesos. So ang tanong dyan, magkano yung isa? So i-divide lang natin. So the equation will be 20.56. Pwedeng gamitin yung sign na ganito, divided by 8 equals n. Yan ang equation. Or pwede rin ang equation nyo, 20.56 divided by 8. Okay, using the fraction bar. So since madami siyang digits, we will be using the division home. So 20.56 divided by 8. Okay. So ano yung unang step? Bring up the decimal point from its position. So kung nandito yung decimal point, lalagay natin siya doon sa taas niya. Okay. Then let's divide as a whole number. Ilalagay lang natin yung decimal point doon sa taas din. Then i-divide na natin siya na parang whole number using the DMSBR steps or the 5 steps. So let's divide. 20 divided by 8 is equal to 2. Then M for multiply, 2 times 8 is equal to 16. Then S for subtract. 20 minus 16 is 4. Then go for B. B for bring down 5. Then R repeat. So divide 45 divided by 8, that will be 5. 5 times 8, that will be 40. Then subtract. 45 minus 40 is 5. Then bring down the next digit. 56, so repeat, 56 divided by 8 is equal to 7. 7 times 8 is equal to 56. Then subtract 0. So kapag 0 na, ibig sabihin, ito na yung final answer natin, 2.57. So how much is one of the chocolate? It cost 2.57 or 2 pesos and 57 centavos. So to check, kanina, pwede natin i-multiply si 2.57 by what number? By the divisor, which is 8. So 7 times 8 is equal to 56. Bring down 5. Bring down 6, carry 5. 5 times 8 is 40 plus 5 is 45. Bring down 5, carry 4. 2 times 8 is equal to 16 plus 4 is 20. So since meron tayo dito 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places, so ang sagot dyan ay 2.56, which this one is equal to andito. So therefore, 2.57 ang ating sagot. So that's how we divide mixed decimals by whole number. So let's go for the next lesson, next topic. How do we divide naman whole numbers by decimal number? Ngayon, whole number naman ang i-divide natin ng decimal. So ang equation natin ay 40 divided by 1.25. So sino nasa loob ng division home? Si 40 divided by 1.25. Okay. So pag nag-divide dito, nag-divide tayo ng ganito, ang gagawin lang natin ito. Move the decimal point of the divisor 2 places to the right. 2 places kasi dalawa yung number. So, i-move lang natin yung decimal point papunta sa kanan ng dalawang beses. So, ayan, dalawang beses. Okay. Kung ang ginawa natin, una, divisor muna, di ba? Ganon din ang gagawin natin sa dividend. So, the dividend is a whole number. Therefore, its decimal point is on the right of the ones digit. Sa 40, alin ang ones digit? Di ba yung 0? So, nandito ang decimal point niya. Kung minove natin si divisor, una, di ba, minove natin si divisor, ganun din yung decimal point sa dividend. I-move din natin siya ng dalawang beses. So, mapupunta na dito yung decimal point. Ngayon, since minove natin ng dalawang beses, meron dalawang space dyan. So, ang gagawin natin, lalagyan natin siya ng digit which is 0. So, lalagyan natin siya ng dalawang 0. So, magiging ganyan ang itsura niya. So, parang nag-whole na, parang divide na tayo, next step, ng parang whole number. Okay. So, para hindi kayo malito, pwede nyo rin ilagay doon yung decimal point. Okay. So, sundan lang uli natin yung 5 steps. So, since ang divisor natin ay naging 3 digits na, kunin na din yun natin 3 digits ng dividend. So, 400 divided by 125 is equal to 3. Then M for multiply, 3 times 125 is 375. Then S subtract. 400 minus 375 is 25. Then B, bring down 0. So magiging ulit siyang 250. Then 250 divide. Repeat tayo yung proseso. Balik tayo dun sa D or divide. 250 divided by 125, that will be 2. So multiply tayo. 3 times 100, 2 times 125 is 250. S subtract 250. 250 minus 150 is equal to 0. So our final answer is 32. Whole number na siya. So pwede mong tanggalin na yung decimal point doon. So to check again, 32 times 1.25. So 2 times 5 is 10. Bring down 0, carry 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 6. 3 times 2 3 times 2 is 6. Then 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. Then add the partial product. Bring down 0. 6 plus 4 is 10. Bring down 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 6 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Bring down 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. So decimal place niya ay dalawa. So dalawa din dito. So mapupunta yun dito sa mapin. So 40. Kung mapapansin nyo, 40. 40 din yung nandito. So therefore, ang sagot natin ay tama. So that's how we divide whole numbers by decimal numbers. Okay, ulitin natin. Sabayan nyo ako dito. Halimbawa, Chedi bought a 15 ml bottle of vitamin C. Okay, so her son needs to take 0.6 ml of vitamin C every day. For how many days will the content of the bottle last? Okay, so what did Chedi bought? Okay, he bought a bottle of vitamin C. How many ml? Content of the bottle. So 15 ml. So how many ml of vitamin C Chedi take every day? So 0.6. So kung 0.6 every day niya tinitake yun, so simple lang, ang tanong dyan ay ilang araw niya maiinom yung 15 ml. So the equation is 15 divided by 0.6 equals n. Okay, so we can write it in the division home, 15 divided by 0.6. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo sino ang divisor dito. Ang divisor ay si 0.6. Ilang place may decimal siya? Isa. So kung isa to, ang decimal place na i-move natin ay isang place lang going to the right kasi isa lang siya. So, pag sinulat mo siya, magiging na lang siyang 6. Kasi, minove mo na dito yung decimal point. Ganon din uli ang gagawin natin, di ba? Kay dividend, nandito din yung decimal point niya. So, i-move din natin, magpupunta dito, then add tayo ng 0 dito. So, magiging siyang 150. Okay. So, this time, kasi minove natin, naglagay tayo ng 0. We can now divide as a whole number using the 5 steps. So divide. 15 divided by 6 is equal to 2. Then multiply. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Then subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. Bring down 30. Then repeat. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. Then subtract 0. So ang sagot natin ay 25. So it will last 25 days. To check your answer, pwede mong i-multiply sa 0.6 si 25. So 5 times 6 is 30, then 0 carry 3. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Yan, since isang decimal place lang siya, dito siya. So 15 din. Kung papansin mo, dito siya. Same, 15. Tama? So therefore, ang sagot natin ay 25 days. So that's how we divide whole number by decimal number. Again, titingnan nyo kung ilang decimal place yung divisor, yun din ang i-move mo. Kung ilang beses mo minove yung decimal point doon sa divisor, ganun din na beses mong i-move yung decimal point doon sa whole number. Okay. This time naman, we'll be dividing decimal numbers divided by decimal numbers. So both decimal ang ating i-ooperate. Okay. So example, 12.75 divided by 0.25. Si 12.75 ilagay sa loob ng division home. Si 0.25 sa labas. Okay. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin, ganun din ang gagawin natin. Move din natin tong decimal point papuntang kanan. Okay, so move natin siya doon, magiging siyang 25. Then, kung dito din sa dividend, ganun din ang gagawin, move din natin siya. So, mapupunta dito yung decimal point. Decimal point, pwede mong ilagay doon. Then, maging 1275 siya. So, divide as whole number using the 5 steps. Okay. So, si 12 ba pwedeng divide sa 25? Hindi. So, we will get the next number, 127 divided by 25. That will be 5. Then, multiply. 5 times 25 equals 125, then subtract. 127 minus 125 is equal to 2, then bring down 5. So 25, repeat the process. 25 divided by 25 is equal to 1. 5 times 1 is 25, then subtract is equal to 0. Okay, our answer is 51. So to check, ganun din, multiply. 1 times 5 is equal 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Then add the partial product. Bring down 5. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. Then bring down 1. Then decimal point is 2 places kasi ang nasa given ay 2 decimal places din. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung sagot ninyo dito, ganun din doon. Pero ang pinaka-final answer natin is 51, which is right answer. Pinakita ko lang kung paano i-check or malaman natin na tama ang ating sagot. Okay, next. Let's work this together. Kunin uli yung papel at ballpen. Sabayan ako sa pagsagot. Okay. So a box containing ping pong balls weigh 67.50 grams. Okay. Each ball weighs 2.5 grams. How many ping pong balls are there in the box? So kung ang ping pong balls na nasa loob ng box ay ang bigat niya ay 67.50 grams at ang bawat ping pong balls ay 25 grams, anong gagawin natin? So we will be just simply dividing the total weight of the ping pong balls inside the box. So 67.50 grams, divide lang natin siya sa 2.5 grams equals n. Okay, so gamit ulit tayo ng division home. 67.50 divided by 2.5. So, dito papansin nyo, nag-divide tayo ng mixed decimal by another decimal. Say, so, dyan, move the decimal point of the divisor one place to the right. One place lang, kasi isang number lang yon. So, magiging siyang 25. Okay? Then, since minove natin yung sa decimal point, sa divisor, ganun din sa dividend. So, magiging 675.0. Okay. Pwede natin yung ilagay doon. Okay. So, this time, we can now divide them as like a whole number using the 5 steps, DMSBR. So, 67 divided by 25 is 2. Okay? So, 2 times 25 is 50. Sana sinusundan nyo si Sir pagsagot. 67 divided by 50 equals 117. Then bring down 5, 175. 175 divided by 25 is equal to 7. 7 times 25 is 175. Then subtract 0. Okay. May natitira pa doon na 0 siya, di ba? So, pwede mo ba siyang i-divide? So, pwede na tayong mag-end dito kasi wala nang value yung 0. Kasi, di ba, tandaan nyo, if 0, dinivide natin ng number, ang sagot ay laging 0. So, 27 ang magiging final answer natin. If you're going to check it, 27 times 2.5. Okay? So, pwede nyong i-check yan. Dapat ang lalabas ay 67.50. So, dito ang sagot is 27 ping pong balls. Meron. Okay. So, hope you get the process on how to divide mixed numbers by another mixed decimal rather by another mixed decimal. So dito naman division of decimal, mixed decimal by tenths, hundreds, and thousands mentally. Ibig sabihin, hindi na tayo gagamit ng long division method, mental na lang. Paano yung proseso? Halimbawa, ito by tenths, hundreds, and thousands. Si 4.73, so to divide 4.73 by tenths, move the decimal point one place to the right. So kung ito ay 4.73, kung nandito yung decimal point niya, move lang natin siya papunta doon. So magiging sagot niya ay 47.3. So dito naman, kay hundreds, dahil dalawa, 2 places to the right. So from here, 1, 2. Mapupunta dito yung decimal point. So magiging siyang whole number na. Move natin. Erase natin to. Okay, so magiging ganyan na. 47. So pwede nang tanggalan yung decimal point. So dito pag thousands, three decimal places. So 1, 2, 3. Mapupunta dito yung decimal point. Then since dito sabi din, note, if we move the decimal point, dito sa baba, if we move the decimal point to the left and there are no more digits, we can put 0. So dito pwede tayong maglagay ng 0. So magiging sagot natin dyan ay 4,730. Okay, kung tandaan nyo kung paano ko ginawa, let's say for example this one. Pag si 0.216 divided by tenths or 0.1, saan i-move yung decimal point? Papunta sa kanan ng isa. So, magiging 2.16 na lang siya. Maging 2.16 siya. Kung dito naman sa hundreds, mental, move natin ng ilang pesos yung decimal point? 2. So, 1, 2. So, magiging siyang 21.6. Dito, pag tatlo, di ba, move natin to dito. Okay, move natin ng tatlo. 1, 2, 3. So, mapupunta yung decimal point dyan, magiging whole number na siya na 216. Okay, so I will be giving you 2 items. So, sagutan ninyo yan. Okay, you can pause the video. Okay, so hope you get this one, how to divide decimal on mixed decimal by tenths, hundreds, and thousands mentally. So this time we will be dividing naman mixed decimals by tens or whole number na tens, hundreds, and thousand mentally. So halimbawa, 54.68 divided by tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay, so first, move the decimal point one place to the left. Okay, kung kanina, tens and hundreds and thousands ay going to the right, pag tens, hundreds, and thousand, going to the left tayo. So kung nandito yung decimal point kanina, papunta doon, magiging siyang 5.468 siya. Okay, by hundreds, so since dalawa, so 1, 2, mapupunta dito yung decimal point niya. Okay, so to make it clear na yung sagot nyo ay decimal number na, we can write 0 here. Okay, so 0.5468. By thousands naman, yan. So by thousands, 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. Dito yung decimal point, then may bakante dyan, lagyan mo ng 0. Then to make it decimal number, pwede mong lagyan ng 0 to identify lang na decimal number siya. So 0.05468. So another example. So yan nga, if we move the decimal point to the right and there are no more digits, we can insert 0 tulad dito na ginawa ko dito. Okay, dito, 165.3 divided by 10. Saan papunta ang digits? Papunta sa kanan na isa. So magiging 16.53. Dito, kung i-divide natin si 165.3 ng 100, move natin siya ng dalawa. 1, 2. So magiging 1.653. Okay. So dito naman, kung tatlo, i-move natin siya ng tatlo. So move natin siya ng 1, 2, 3. So mapupunta dito. So 0.1653. To know na siya ay decimal number, we can write 0 here. Okay, so that's how we divide decimals and mixed decimals by tens and hundreds and thousands. So dito sa dalawang number, I screenshot ninyo or i-copyhin, then you can solve that one. You can practice on that one. So I hope you learned something from our discussion. So to sum it up, for the concept to remember, to divide decimal number by a whole number, we write the decimal point in the quotient directly above the decimal point. Kanina, di ba, in the dividend. Then, divide it like whole number. To divide naman whole number or decimal by a decimal, change the decimal divisor to a whole number by moving the decimal point to the rightmost place, papuntang kanan. Kung anong ginawa kay divisor, ganun din kay dividend. Move also the decimal point of your dividend to as many places as the decimal point in the divisor is moved. Put zeros if needed. Then divide like a whole number by following the 5 steps, such as divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and repeat. To divide naman decimal numbers by thousands, tens, hundreds, and thousands, or tenths, hundreds, and thousands, we will be just following this concept. Pag tens, hundreds, and thousand, move the decimal point in the dividend to the left base, papuntang kaliwa. Then, kung tenths, hundreds, and thousands are 0.1, 0.02, or 0.001, move the decimal point in the dividend to the right base, papuntang kanan, on the number of the decimal places by zero point 0.1, zero point 0.01, or zero point 0.001, or tenths, hundreds, and thousands. So that's how we divide decimal numbers. Okay, for lesson 1, these are the for your module number 7, these are the parts of the modules that you were going to answer. Lesson 1, dividing whole numbers by decimal and vice versa, and dividing decimals by decimals. So you have there, let's apply and let's analyze. So you were going to answer that one. In lesson 2 naman, dividing decimals by tens, hundreds, and thousands. Likewise, doon sa ginawa natin kanina, you were going to answer let's apply and let's analyze. Okay. So let's try naman. Letter A, from page 6, find the quotient of the following. Show your solution. So do not forget to write or show your solution on how do you get the answer. Then in letter B, you were going to match quotient in the column B to the division equation to column A. And then on your let's create part, you were going to find the quotient. After finding the quotient, you were going to write your answer in the outer circle. Okay, so hope you learned something from my discussion. So for questions and clarifications, please feel free to contact me through Facebook Messenger or in our group chat, or you can message me directly on my private phone number from 12 noon to 6 p.m. So kung medyo hindi pa sapat yung 6 p.m., pwede kong extend hanggang 7 p.m. Okay, so thank you for listening, children. Have a good day and stay safe, and then start answering your module.